Stormy night. A few years ago, my family went on vacation to a national park in North America. We had a great time camping and hiking, and all too soon, it was time to head back home. Of course, it took us a few days to get home from where we were on vacation, so we had to camp for 2 nights on the way back. We aired last night of camping was quite the adventure. We had been driving all day, looking for a good place to camp. Lake Sataquai looked good enough, so we stopped, paid, and picked our site. We pitched our tents and put our beds in them. Then we had dinner. When we finished, the beautiful Sunway sat on the banks of a huge lake to enjoy the sunset. It was a very pleasant evening. My brother looked around a bit and decided to explore a bit. He had been hanging around the edge of the bank for a minute or two, when he heard a great "kerplunk," as if a piece of the bank had fallen into the lake. My mother asked in a worried voice, "Hut, are you okay?" Hut was fine, but he told us that as soon as he walked on a small part of the bank it fell off. His guardian angel must hold that little patch until he passes. What do you think? We all went to see where the bank had caved in, and there was a gap where dirt had once been. The water is bubbling down. We could also see some fallen banks sticking to it. We were all happy to have our tents pitched safely a few yards from the edge of the lake. As the evening progressed, more banks fell into the lake, but we were all cautious and out of harm's way. Soon we went to bed. That night there was a big storm. It was raining heavily and the wind was blowing fiercely. My brother and sister were sleeping in an old tent that could not withstand the wind. I was sleeping on the side of the tent facing the wind, and the wind was so strong on that side of the tent that it flattened the tent against me and the poles dug into my skin. It's not a comfortable position, to say the least. My parents came out to make sure their tent stakes were secure on the ground. My mother saw how our tent was flattened and came to see how we were doing. She saw my predicament and allowed me to spend the night in her sturdy tent. I agree, that's terrible, glad to be away from the poles. I grabbed my sleeping bag and headed out into the dark and stormy night. Sure enough, as I was about to leave, the wind completely flattened where I was lying and pushed the tent against my sister. She decided to go to sleep in our van because she didn't like grinding the grains against her skin. So, she bundled up and emerged into the cold night. As she came out, the wind further damaged the tent. My brother felt like the entire tent was pulling him down, with very little room to move. He definitely didn't like the stiff poles pressing down on him, so he took my sister and I in our van for a very quiet night. Noisy, but my parents retreated to their trusty tent for a reasonably comfortable night. Now you might think, we must have had a terrible chintzy tent. In fact, it was very beautiful. Bought from a good company, when new, it was strong. Even in its later years, it served well through minor storms. We Aru were usually comfortable and still use it occasionally. This is sufficient for most situations. The problem with that tent is that it fails the big test. Thinking about it made me think about myself. Do I have faith, like that tabernacle, that has strength enough only for small storms? Through the great storm of Christians do I build my faith to bring me, because it is secure in our only truth. Foundation, Jesus Christ, like the course of my parents, shall I stand strong and firm in all my trials. These thoughts crossed my mind. I pray now for a faith strong enough to overcome my great trial I strive.